Joseph Ochieno is a writer and commentator on African affairs. He joins us now from London. Joseph, the fact that Ntaganda has become the first person convicted of sexual slavery by the ICC, how significant is that?
It is extremely significant because, as it happens, Congo per capita is perhaps the worst hit country as far as conflict and the rape and abuse of women is concerned. Number two, actually, Congo is really the least reported when it comes to sexual violence against women. So it's extremely important. But that said, also, in the broader scheme of things, it's very, very important that all the counts against this guy, he lost, and that he was up to today rather indifferent to the entirety of the process. And that perhaps shows the level of arrogance and impunity that pushed him and others. I would say that the unfortunate thing, though, is that he is perhaps a relatively big fish, but perhaps not the biggest, where the guys who are his commanders, who are the guys who were funding him, who are the guys who were hiding him way before before he was eventually arrested. So was it because of that extra mile that he took against the UN that eventually led to the US and the UK acting?
So do you believe, Joseph, this is just the beginning? We're going to see more trials and convictions against those behind crimes and atrocities in the Congo?
I've campaigned around these issues outside my media work for the last 25 years, that particularly on the African continent, this is what really needs to happen. I think we need to be robust about these issues, but really Congo is the centerpiece, a good start on this one here. As I said, I really, really hope that beyond him, and I hope after the 30 days, it's quite clearly the case that he has no way that he actually serves his terms. But yes, I think the Congolese people basically demand, and actually it's only fair to them that beyond Bosco Ntaganda, the terminator, that terrible word, all the other people who were parties to this process are actually tried and are held to account, and that this matter is publicized thanks to yourselves, so that globally perhaps the guys who push against use particular sex as a weapon of war on the African continent, particularly and mainly, think again in future.
What do you make of the fact that Ntaganda testified for weeks in his own defense? Why would he do that?
A sense of arrogance, I think, I would say, because don't forget that he handed himself in sort of, quote, voluntarily. I'm not particularly sure. I don't know the details. Perhaps Intel would suggest something else in Rwanda, because he was harbored and catered for and covered by Rwanda, covered by Uganda. Where is Kagame on this? Where is Museveni in this? You know, as I said, from 2002 or thereabout until about 2008, when I think the UN agencies were beginning to say that, well, they're not willing to cooperate. And I think when he crossed the line, as I was saying at the beginning, I think it was basically lying so far when he actually targeted the UN agencies. And but the Congolese, yeah, sorry.
And finally, Joseph, we're running out of time. What do you think his punishment will be?
I don't know, but it is very likely going to be the case of life, and I hope his life basically generally means life in confinement.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Joseph Ochieno, thank you.